An Indian family of 4, including an infant, were found frozen to death near the US-Canada border in an apparent human smuggling case. On January 19, the U.S. authorities in Minnesota state near the US-Canada border came across a group of people who were apparently without proper documentation. Based on information obtained from them, the Canadian authorities launched a search and found 4 bodies in Manitoba province on the Canadian side of the border. The 4 people appeared to have died due to the cold during a freezing blizzard. The people without proper documentation on the US side, as well as the dead people on the Canadian side, were Indian nationals. One of them is still hospitalized due to cold-related injuries. Post-mortem of the victims is likely to be carried out on January 24. The US authorities have detained 7 people without proper documentation, as well as 1 US citizen, for allegedly being involved in human smuggling activity from Canada. Confirming the identity of the deceased, India's High Commissioner to Canada Ajay Bisaria described the incident as a grave tragedy. An Indian consular team is traveling today from India in Toronto to Manitoba to coordinate and help. We will work with Canadian authorities to investigate these disturbing events, he tweeted. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar on Friday expressed shock at the incident. Shocked by the report that 4 Indian nationals, including an infant, have lost their lives at the Canada-US border. Have asked our ambassadors in the US and Canada to urgently respond to the situation, he said in a tweet. Consulate General of India in Toronto immediately sent a consular team to Manitoba, which is now liaising with local authorities to render any consular help regarding the 4 dead people. The Consulate General as well as the High Commission in Ottawa are also in touch with Canadian provincial and federal authorities for ascertaining details of this tragedy. On the US side, the Consulate General of India in Chicago has urgently sent a consular team to Minneapolis, which is now coordinating and rendering consular assistance. They have sought consular access to the detained persons. The consulate and the embassy in Washington, D.C. are also in touch with U.S. Department of Justice and the U.S. Customs and Border Police. Meanwhile, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said his government was working very closely with the U.S. to stop human smuggling along the border. It was an absolutely mind-blowing story. It's so tragic to see a family die like that, victims of human traffickers, and of people who took advantage of their desire to build a better life, Trudeau told a news conference as quoted by PTI.